Hi, my name is Atik Rahman, and I'm going to show you how you can install MongoDB 8 on Amazon Linux 2023. So recently, as you know, MongoDB released a new version 8, and it has some advantages of using and running it has some advantages in terms of performance. So let's try to install it on Amazon Linux 2023. So here's my blog article where I have listed all the commands to run it. So I'm going to go through one by one and then try it. So let's go to EC2 dashboard here and try to launch a new instance. First, put a name, MongoDB8. Let's choose Amazon Linux 2023, AMI, and T3 small. I already have a key pair created, so I'm going to use it. If you haven't, then just click here to create a new key pair. And for the network settings, here we can create a new network settings like SSH, HTTP. I don't need HTTPS, but we need like a Mongo port open. So I'm going to do that later on. And then in the advanced, let's choose an instance profile like EC2 role. That's it. Click here to launch. Keep everything as default. So what I'm going to do is we are going to launch an Amazon Linux 2023 instance. It's T3 small, and then we are going to install the MongoDB over there. As you know, Amazon Linux 2023, it's a Fedora-based operating system. So it's on top of Fedora. Amazon modified and made it more secure. So by default, you don't have MongoDB 8 available over there. What you have to do is you need to create a repo for MongoDB and put the values here. So let's see if we can log into that instance. Click refresh one more time. Yeah, the instance is up and running. So click on the connect button to connect to that instance. First, we are going to update the DNF. Fedora is using DNF for package manager, so I'm going to use it. Yeah, it's still not ready yet, I guess. Let's refresh one more time. Yeah, it sometimes takes some time to initialize the instance. Yeah, it's initializing. So that's why it's taking some time. But hopefully you can just have a cup of tea or coffee and come back when it's ready. So it's ready now. So let's start. First, let's switch our user as a root user, sudo AC. That will make us root. So that's good. And then we're going to run the commands from here. So let's first thing is first, sudo dnf update or -y. That means we're going to update the packages. Here we are going to use DNF because it's Fedora-based operating system. Then we need to create a repo file inside the etc-yam.repos.d directory. So here we're going to use nano. And then we say mongo.repo, right? So we're creating a file inside the etc/yam.repos.d, and then we're creating a new file mongo.repo. So this file we are going to tell from where to collect from base URL of MongoDB 8. So actually this is the content. So copy everything that is written here and paste into that file. Okay, that's it. Here, if you see, this is the base URL from where they will fetch all the informations, etc. for installation, and this is the JPG game. So let's click Ctrl X and press Y. Okay, so we created the new file, and then what we are going to do is we need to install Mongo SH with OpenSSL. So let's try to run these three files all together. So we are installing this first because if we install it and then when you try to access Mongo SH, it will give you error. So better, let's try to install it first. After that, we are going to install MongoDB Okay, it's done. Let's clear the screen and paste it. So this will install the MongoDB 8. You can see here, MongoDB version 8. That is being installed here. Okay, good. Installation is done. Once the installation is done, then you can start the MongoDB with systemctl. So the command is systemctl start MongoDB. And then we are going to enable it. So by default, this MongoDB will not start automatically. If you stop your instance and restart again, the MongoDB will not start automatically. To start automatically, we need to enable it. So that's why I'm going to run this command, enable. That means now, if we restart the server, it will automatically start MongoDB by default. And then we need to check the status. What is our status here? Okay, it's active and running. Looks good. So now let's try to connect with MongoSH. And here it is. As you can see, you can connect to that instance. Now let's quit here. And this is a way to connect your MongoDB server from the instance. But now let's say I wanted to connect it using MongoDB Compass, right? I have MongoDB Compass, the client UI available in my local machine, and I wanted to connect with that server, MongoDB server that is installed on EC2. To do that, you need to edit the mongodb.conf file. So let's try to run this command. This will open the mongodb.conf file. So here you can keep everything as it is, just only change the bind IP section where it says currently it's pointing to only internal IP. That means any application that is running inside the server, they can connect. But for some reason, like if you are running this in a network where the instance web server is staying on a different server, then that's not everything on localhost. So we need to allow remote access. And for that reason, we need to set here 00000. This is the IP. I need to set and click A, Control X to save. Yes. And then restart the process one more time. Now let's try to connect to that instance. We also need to edit the security group and add the MongoDB IP. So let's copy the instance IP address, open our MongoDB Compass, and add a new connection. So here we need to use this IP. So MongoDB, then IP address, and then 27017, right? Click save and connect. Yeah, here it is, it's connected. So let's try to connect from here as well. And go SH. Okay. So here I'm in the test database, and then I wanted to create a record here. So db.atik dot insert one, and then name Atik. Okay. Now let's refresh here. Let's test. Here is Atik, and if you can see Atik. Okay. So we can connect with MongoDB Compass. to the instance as well. So that's it for today. I hope this will help you to get started with MongoDB into AWS, and also you can connect with your MongoDB Compass to the instance database. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to get more AWS tutorials like this. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.